Hello dear students, in this lecture we are going to see the concept of different storage in database management system. As we know that database is a collection of various data items. That data items or data may be stored and accessed in a number of different storage media. So what is the difference between different storage media? This difference we can show by relative speed, capacity and resilience against failure. So in terms of these parameters, we can differentiate among different storage medias. We identified the three characteristics of storage like volatile storage, non-volatile storage and stable storage. Stable storage, or more accurately an approximation thereof, plays a critical role in the recovery algorithm because it is stable storage and the data or the items of database in stable storage are stable. So it plays very critical role in recovery algorithm because if the data get lost, we can recover the data from this stable storage. To implement stable storage, we need to replicate the needed information in several non-volatile storage media. That means if we want to implement the stable storage for recovery algorithm, we have to store our database on different, or we have to replicate our database onto different non-volatile storage medias. This type of replication is possible in RAID, that is redundant array of independent disk system, that guarantee that the single disk will not result in loss of data because this is the redundant array of independent disk. So the data is replicated among different disks. That means we can recover the data from this disk. The simplest and fastest form of RAID is the mirrored disk, which keeps two copies of each block on separate disk. So each block is copied 2 times. Other form of RAID, that is RAID, offer low cost but at the expense of lower performance. RAID system, however, cannot guard against data loss due to disasters such as fire or flooding, because when fire or flooding occur or happen, all the disks may get corrupted. So RAID does not give the guarantee about the preservance of data. Now whenever we are transferring the data from storage, that block transfer between memory and disk storage can result in successful completion. It may be partial failure or it may be total failure. That means whenever we want to transfer the data between memory and disk storage, either our transaction is successfully complete, or it may be partial complete, or it may be total failure. So what is successful completion? The transferred information arrived safely as its destination. That is successful completion. Partial failure means a failure occurred in the mid of transfer and the destination block has incorrect information. That is partial failure. The data is not totally transferred at the destination place. At the time of transfer, the failure may occur. So that is partial failure. Total failure is nothing but the failure occurred sufficiently early during the transfer that the destination block remains intact. The most commonly used technique for recovery is based on log records. These log records maintain all the information about the transactions. An alternative called shadow paging is also used by text editor but not used in database system. What exactly logged records are? It is the most widely used structure for recording database modification is the log. The log is the sequence of log records recording all the update activities in the database. And hence, as these log records maintain all the activities during the transaction, then that's why these log records plays very important role in recovery system. Thanks for listening.